This is the Gen Z Show.
Good evening, everyone. This is the Generation Z Show on 101.7 FM, broadcasting from UFB Abbotsford to the Fraser Valley. Dakota, why are you smiling like that?
Oh, I'm just laughing how you're like multitasking and doing everything while you're talking into the mic.
Cookie time.
See ya, Chuck.
So, we're in the studio today with me, Andy, Dakota, of course,
Me.
and a special guest, Cody,
That's me.
Cody Lambert. So tell us about yourself.
I'm 17. I'm from Abbotsford. I've been playing guitar and singing for quite a while. Picked up a guitar for $10 at a garage sale, and it just kind of went off from there.
That sounds pretty cool. So, why do you play music?
It's a passion. It's to get I use it to get emotions out personally.
Okay.
With writing my music, I put a lot of work and emotion into all of it. So.
Okay. Should we start off with a song?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, great.
I'll start off with a cover. It's by a band called Seven Nation Army, and this is, Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. Sorry.
Awesome.
Alright, that was fantastic. Alright, that was fantastic.
As we're doing spaghetti-os in this studio. Alrighty. So, what's our topics today, Dakota?
A little bit about Cody Lambert as a musician and you leaving and your favorite moments in Abbotsford and things like that and stuff you've done.
Stuff I've done. If I talk about the stuff I've done on the air, I'm not going to be on the air for very much longer.
Is it Guantanamo Bay time?
What?
Is it Guantanamo Bay time?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, I'm not American, so...
Oh, you don't have to be.
Okay. So, what should we start off with?
Let's start off with Cody as the musician just because he just played.
Okay. So what kind of musical background have you had? Do you play like any other instruments, or is it just like, oh, I'm gonna pick up a guitar and start playing it?
Well, I originally picked up a guitar and started playing it, and then I slowly started getting into other things. Like, I rap right now. I'm working on beats, starting to learn how to make beats. I'm capable of playing drums, guitar, bass, trumpet, and keyboard,
That's quite a lot of stuff.
and sing. So,
Okay. So, okay. You got any questions?
What is guitar your favorite instrument? I'm guessing.
yeah, by far, guitar is my favorite instrument.
So, when you write your music, what kind of emotions or messages do you want to send to your audience?
Well, a lot of the times it's different. A lot of the time it depends on the mood I'm in.
Okay.
Most of the time, like, if I'm in an angry mood, it's gonna be an angry song. I might write something that's more hard rock than soft rock. But as far as, there's actually a song that I wrote quite recently. It's called Tomorrow. It's about depression and anxiety amongst youth. Sometimes it feels like tomorrow's never gonna come, and I wrote a song about it, and
Okay. Is that because you have a history of being faced with these kind of issues, or?
yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was faced with those a year ago.
You were saying that you wanted to bring up the topic of bullying, especially because school may or may not start very soon. So, what kind of, like, have you been bullied?
I wasn't bullied very much, but
Okay.
I've seen it a lot over
Okay.
the years through
Like,
school.
If you were to tell a bully what you feel about them, what would you say?
I would have to say they're just, like, personally, I would have to say they're just terrible people. Like, why would you go just pick on someone for no reason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some people would argue that bullies they have a background as well. It might have been a painful background. We don't really know the history of everyone, and we can't. But there's always a reason why people act illogically. I think bullying is an illogical thing, so there might be a reason behind that.
No, there very well could be a reason behind it, but I just don't see how creating problems in other people's life are going to help your own problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion.
I
on the
agree with
topic.
that. Don't. Yeah.
So, with your friends dealing with this kind of situations with bullying, like, what did you notice happening with them over the time happening and with the events?
Well, I'd notice right off the get-go, first day of school, like, you'll see someone who might not be able to afford the highest of the highest end clothes, and they can't afford it right now. They're barely making ends meet with rent at home, and for people to go and pick on them probably just for a fact it's going to make their life a lot worse. So, like, I was just going to say to all those kids who are going back to school, if you see someone in the hallways who's maybe not dressed as nice as you, or isn't hanging around with anyone, even something as small as a smile walking by can help. It can make a huge difference in someone's day.
Do you have a message to send to people who are being bullied?
Don't give up. Don't stand down, stand up. Never just give up on what you feel is right, because once you do that, then you're basically telling them that it is right, and it's just not going to change. You have to stand up for yourself and say, hey, I don't want to be treated this way. This isn't fair. Why? Even ask them why they're doing it. Just do it.
Yeah. I haven't been bullied, or at least I never noticed, because I don't care, like, what people tell me, especially when it's just gonna be negative and stuff. It's not like I don't care about what people say. I do care, but if it's, like, not something that's worth listening to, then, it goes whoo.
Yeah, no, I definitely totally hear you on that one. That's a good strategy to have, is to just let it go over your head and just ignore it.
Especially the ages like middle school, high school. That's when people start to really get on, like, you start to get on their nerves. Like, I remember maybe back in elementary school, you didn't, like, start spreading rumors and hating people, causing drama, right? You just were like, oh yeah, there's that kid, let's go and hang out and stuff.
Exactly.
Nowadays it's like I went to my friend's last night, and there's this girl, and she's like gonna have a friend over, but they were like causing trouble, sending like mean messages to each other, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But I mean, people like to get on each other's nerves. It don't make any sense.
No, not at all. I don't see any sense in it.
Yeah. So, what can you do? No. When you try to make sense of something that doesn't make sense, it'll always stump you.
Yeah, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Precisely.
Let's talk more about musical gigs. What kind of gigs have you done in the past?
I've been on the Next Star twice. One time the second time I went on the show, I actually ended up getting to top 25 in Canada, and they cut it down from top 25 to top 12 and basically skipped half the show. So I kind of got jibbed out of that one. And then I've also been on the news a couple times, played in some coffee shops, nothing major, like just basic musician hobbyist kind of stuff, I guess you could say.
Well, you are 17, so I mean, you got a ways to go. You got a lot of practicing time.
Yeah.
Not like some of us. On the Generation Z show.
On the Generation Z show where we do nothing.
What do you mean we don't do nothing? I mean, we never do nothing.
Always do
yes.
Yeah.
Those were negatives. Anyway, what was your favorite gig though? Like, that you ever worked? Maybe like the best worked crowd, or like maybe just one good fan, or.
I've had a couple times where like my family will have a barn party. Well, my family friends will have a barn party, and we've gone out there, and there's been about 100 people there, a couple hundred people. I've also had coffee shop. There's one coffee shop that actually packed up pretty good. It's called City Blends and Mission, and it packed up really good. Like the whole patio was covered. Everyone was clapping and stuff. So I never got a tomato thrown at me, so I'm happy.
We wouldn't mind throwing a tomato at you. Fun. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me of that challenge that everybody's been talking about. You know that challenge?
The Snort Cinnamon Challenge?
What?
The Snort Cinnamon Challenge.
Yes. No, the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Aaron, Austin, and I will be doing it tomorrow. I'm not sure if Andy's doing it as well.
I don't know if I can do it from 2,000 or 4,000 kilometers away. I'll do my best. I'll at least donate money.
Yes. Collectively, we'll tell you what we'll donate together in the video. We just don't have it all together right now financially.
Exactly. Also, we want to do a shout out to Johnny.
Yeah.
His sister and also my friend's mom. She passed away from cancer. So hopefully we can raise awareness for that too, and make a difference, or at least try. Yeah. So if anyone out there wants to help us out, I know a friend. I don't know if they're listening, but they have like they do water bombing on forest fires. So ALS Extreme Bucket Challenge. It would be pretty interesting. Anyways, let's get back.
You just want that to happen to us because you'll be in Ontario and we'll be here to deal with it.
I'm not
Yeah.
doing it if there's a water bomber involved.
Aaron says no.
Come on, it'll be fun.
I'll shoot it.
Imagine putting that in your portfolio.
No.
On your
Yes.
resume, just like, yeah, I had over like 1,000 tons of water hit me in the face.
Yeah. That also reminds me, even though I will be in Ontario, I've been talking to another radio station called Sound FM, 103, and perhaps I will do a show there. Who knows?
Like 100.3 or
100.3.
Okay, yeah.
I believe that's the station. FM. Yeah.
Where are they located?
I think they're in Waterloo. That's what Aaron told me.
Are they community based or are they?
Yeah, it's community based. They used to be the radio station for Waterloo, but the students voted, we don't want to pay for this anymore. So they disbanded from Waterloo basically and went off to do their own thing, which is all right with me.
Yeah.
It's all right with me. So yeah.
Well, at least congrats, you're at another radio station. Are you gonna try and get
Well,
the
not
same
yet.
thing? Well,
Not yet.
Hopefully.
Just plans.
Hopefully.
Just plans.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. what should we do now, Dakota?
All right.
Maybe do another song.
Yeah. Do you got anything on the top of your head?
Yeah, I've got a couple on the top of my head.
Great, awesome. Here's Cody Lambert with the top of his head. With some amazing guitar and vocals. And then we'll get back into, you know, some PSAs and promos. I haven't been up to date on what's been happening in Abbotsford because I've been to Alaska last week or so.
Hanging out with Sarah Palin.
Yeah, Sarah Palin. That was great. But, and I believe Jam and Jubilee's over too, so I can't even talk about that. Anyways, what do you have for us?
This is the song I was actually mentioning earlier. It's an original song. It's called Tomorrow.
Awesome.
Say one day the sun will shine again. One day the world will end. Will tell me when. And they say one day it'll only rain, and all I'll feel is pain. So tell me when. Even though it's raining for the now, the sun is only behind the clouds, and it'll be back again tomorrow, unless tomorrow never comes. Said it'll be back again tomorrow, unless tomorrow never comes. And they say that heaven's the new hell, and if you ever fell, you just fly away. And they say it takes time to work things out, but I just can't go without your pretty face. Even though I struggle for the now, 22 to smile and 37 to frown, and I'll be smiling tomorrow, unless tomorrow never comes. Said I'll be smiling tomorrow, unless tomorrow never comes. And they say that when the skies are clear, I'll lose all of my fears, but I'm still scared. And they say here's all you have. Would you stand your whole day, man, or would you live? Even though it's raining for the now, the sun is only behind the clouds, and it'll be back again tomorrow, unless tomorrow never comes. Said it'll be back again tomorrow, unless tomorrow never comes.
So that was a good song. What's the meeting band? Oh, okay. He's got promos on the list.
It's frustrating.
Welcome back to the Generation Z show. I'm Dakota Leslie.
I'm Andy Lee.
And I'm Cody Lambert.
Alright, we're broadcasting from UFE on 101.7 FM to the Fraser Valley.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So, Andy, what was your favorite moment in Abbotsford? Diapers being changed?
Leaving.
Leaving.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. What's the best part of Abbotsford? What's the best moment in Abbotsford? You know, I don't know. This is pretty much like Abbotsford. What more can you expect?
The country and the city. Well, like what was your favorite moment or experience that happened within Abbotsford's borders?
When I throw this mic at your face because you're not close enough to it.
That's a fair observation.
Okay, well, some of the positive things in Abbotsford, I mean, there's some pretty cool people, especially at CIVL. All the civilians out here are doing a good job, I think. And then a lot of people are dreaming big and getting out of this freaking town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the community spirit, especially like around Canada Day and International Day, or I don't know if that's a day, Agri-Fair, that kind of thing. I feel like the community spirit is a lot there. Sometimes when I've been working with the homeless, with other people, I really admire the people there, and the spirit and effort they put into that as well.
So you pretty much just like how the community comes together and really helps each other out?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's awesome.
I mean, Abbotsford's sort of like a city where it's not humongous, so like you go outside and you don't recognize anybody. When you walk outside, you're like, oh, I know that guy. He kind of lives like a couple streets down.
You know exactly where he lives. You're just like, yeah, we all know
like
where we live.
you kind of know everybody,
Yeah.
right? It's not like a hick town where there's like 200 people there and you know every single one of them and every single thing they've done. It's like you kind of know people and it gives you the chance to like.
Did you
kinda,
hear about Jerry? He fed his pigs this morning.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Yes.
Oh my.
It's another Thursday.
My parents, so I moved here a couple of years ago, so I basically grew up here, usually throughout maybe my elementary to high school years, and my parents are like, oh, it's been a pretty good place to grow up. Sometimes they have their regrets because we used to live in Coquitlam, and Coquitlam is closer to Vancouver, and Vancouver is easier to get a job in than here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But, oh.
You're
Oh.
gonna make me cry.
It's okay. Go ahead. Just cry.
No, I don't want to. So, what do you think would be different if you grew up in Coquitlam instead of Abbotsford?
There's a lot more Korean people there. Which means I probably know more Korean. I probably do more Korean things. Out here, I go to like punk rock concerts and
StarCraft.
I don't even play StarCraft. If I lived in Coquitlam, I'd probably play StarCraft and League of Legends and MapleStory and stuff like that. But I don't do that. It's
Yeah.
weird.
You wouldn't know Andy as Playwright Andy. You'd know him as, like, number 100th prestige, like, StarCraft player. of Korea.
Exactly. I mean, I kind of assimilated into the culture here.
What is the culture here?
Well, I don't know. Like, it's sort of like, it's like kind of like relaxed, but
Yeah.
some people try to make it, some people don't. Some people are lazy, some people.
That's kind of the attitude, too, is just like, oh, maybe one day I'll make it. One
Yeah.
day.
That's one of my complaints about Abbotsford. Not everyone dreams big enough here.
Or rather, puts their dreams and then motivation behind that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But whatever.
That's just my perspective.
Yeah.
So, how was cadets for you? Did you like cadets?
Oh yeah.
That's not convincing. I need something.
I don't know, cadets is okay.
What was your favorite experiences in cadets, and what do you think will be different in Ontario?
I think I had a good time being at basic survival. The
Eating
camp.
like cockroaches and.
No, not that. So we were in this tent, and everyone was like meditating and like doing like it was really weird stuff, like hanging from the barracks. No, the tents, because we weren't in barracks, we were in tents, and like pretending like coming up with predictions like we're gonna die, we're gonna get run over, something like that. I don't know.
You sure were normal.
Oh yeah. Well, the cadets definitely are
A
totally
normal crowd.
well-adjusted people.
Yes. That reminds me of Scott Zarowski's story. He told me, I don't think he'll mind me saying this on the radio, so I'll say it. But one summer camp at one of his band camps, he found a group that were claiming that they were Wiccan. But they believed in, like, kind of World of Warcraft fantasies, and, like, if they meditate, they could visit this magical land with a black dragon that rules over. They full-on believed this, and Zarowski eventually got angry and told one of the officers that, like, you know, it's not even a real religion. And then the kids were like, no, it was, and so Zarowski got in trouble. But it was just kind of like, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think cadets is a good jumping off point
Jumping off point.
to sanity.
To sanity.
No
yes.
offense, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I think
What was your favorite experiences with cadets, though? Like, gliding,
I thought
shooting?
I answered that one already.
No, but, like, let's go with, like, more, instead of, like, the summer camps, more of the events that just come up.
Oh, going on that New Zealand battleship was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. They're also, like, extremely friendly and blunt.
That I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, I like the washing machine.
The washing
The dishwasher. Sorry, I like the dishwasher. Basically, it's like this thing. You just put a plate in, and it like sucks down, and then it goes into this machine, and it washes, and then it comes back up.
What?
Yeah,
Technology of the future.
incredible.
Yeah, those Kiwis sure are up to those technological advances.
Yeah, I have so many New Zealand pins from that little expedition.
Yeah.
How about you, Dakota?
With cadets?
Yeah, throwback to the days of cadets.
Probably like gliding and shooting the pelican. Was probably my favorite kind of things. Also, band was also really fun, but that was kind of like a regular occurrence. I did it with school. It wasn't like, you know, different. It was just kind of like, alright, routine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Biathlon?
I never went for it, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Biathlon was a lot of fun. You got to go cross-country skiing and everything.
Yeah, I was afraid I'd wipe out.
We all wiped out, but that's alright.
It's a learning curve.
But yeah.
Yeah. So, Cody, have you ever done anything like that? Biathlon, flying planes, jumping out of them?
I used to downhill mountain bike a lot, and I had a couple good wipeouts on there. One actually was off a 12-foot cliff. Ended up splitting a full face helmet clean up the middle.
Any scars or anything from that, like cuts?
Actually, yeah, all these on the top.
His
Those
upper lip, yeah.
Yeah, those were all holes right through my upper lip. I could stick my tongue through in like 30 different places.
That's gross.
Yeah.
What did they do to like fix that? Like,
They couldn't do anything. They couldn't stitch it up. It was too close together. It was too much of it,
yeah.
and it was just
They
I had a
should've just-
concussion though.
Yeah, probably.
I had a pretty good concussion.
Did the bike land on you, or did you just land on?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Andy, have you ever? I'm sure you've had a concussion or something out of your experiments that you do in your basement.
Actually, I've survived every accident. Like, I've only burned myself once or twice. Even if I do pyrotechnics and whatever.
Well, why did you choose to do so many chemical experiments and things like that? Like, what were you just having fun, or were you looking for answers to life and things?
Of course, we're all looking for answers to life and stuff.
So you put the sodium in the water?
The sodium hydroxide, maybe.
Yes.
Yes.
And a Barbie.
Uh-huh. You know what I want to talk about now?
What do you
I
want
want to talk about what you're going to do with the show once I relinquish control of it.
Well, actually, what happens after here is it all goes downhill. I become a 21-year-old gambler, and then at about 23, I become broke, on welfare, and, I don't know, doing some funky things.
Oh, yeah?
That's the future of Generation Z show.
Oh.
Right, Danny?
Yay.
Yeah, she's excited.
Okay. So, what about Austin?
Oh, Austin's coming with me.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
You're a great influence on.
Don't worry, my whole life was all about ruining more than one life.
What
other than my
happens to me?
You're really encouraging.
I am.
Maybe we should listen to another song. You want to play another song?
Sure.
That's a yes, guys.
Let's get them pumped.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
start clapping. But keep your hands on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
All those claps are coming from Aaron, our videographer, Danny,
Daddy.
Danny, yes.
Cody, and Dakota, and me.
Yes.
Alright, this is Wildlife by Headley, with a little bit of a spin on it.
I'm excited to see this spin.
It's not much of a spin, trust me, it's like more like a slow rotation. Scratch, scratches, fire starts with matches. They're burning down the world and chopping down with hatchets. Life in plastic, blood still splashes. Running around like animals in silver soaking ashes. If you wanna be with me, I can need you now. It's a jungle out there and the teeth are out. Find a better place to be, safe and sleep at night. In this wild world, it's a wild life. Cuts, clashes, cause for the slashes. Uncivilized civilization when it crashes. Just so tragic. Creatures in the sadness. Rat racing, dog piling, animals in madness. If you wanna be with me, I can need you now. It's a jungle out there and the teeth are out. Find a better place to be, safe and sleep at night. In this wild world, it's a wild life. If you wanna be with me, I can need you now. It's a jungle out there and the teeth are out. Find a better place to be, safe with me tonight. In this wild world, it's a wild life.
Saying I'm gonna live off her McDonald's salary. That is my goal plan. Forget Nepal, forget BCIT. I'm just gonna stay here and figure out welfare.
Gamble, gamble, gamble.
Gamble.
They're a great influence on everybody.
No, I hope the community learns from my mistakes and follows them.
You're terrible.
I thought the whole point of doing the Generation Z show is to give advice or at least some info or whatever to the youth of Abbotsford or at least like our community.
Are you saying that I have to drop my dream to do the Generation
Yes,
Z
you have
show?
to live your life out to the fullest.
I don't know.
Do you have a problem with that?
A little bit.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a medical issue in the back of my neck.
Maybe we can bring back those other two co-hosts.
No. Shh. We need another 3.
No.
Oh, that's kind of my case in point too. People should dream big and actually try hard in life.
And show up.
I would say like Canada and United States are capitalist countries, which is, you know, people try to, the harder you work, the more money you will earn.
Yeah.
But the hardest working people are like, you know, people who've immigrated here and stuff. And then there's, well, at least in my point of view, and the point of view of my parents, there's like, everyone else is chilling out and not trying hard. And even in school, everyone's like, oh, the Asians aren't the smartest people out there. And the truth is, we're just as smart as everyone else and dumb as everyone else. We just try harder.
Yeah.
And you just try harder and you'll do better anyways. And it's easier because you were born in Canada and you look Canadian. And even though I don't want to be racist, even if I don't want to be racist, that's true.
Well, Maybe you should start wearing beaver hats too, Andy.
Maybe I should.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe you should start riding polar bears to work.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to Ontario. That's even more
I'm gonna
Canadian
take my
than
Honda
this.
actually.
You're
That's
off.
that's
Not
dangerous.
even a type
Stop.
of polar bear.
Sorry, it's Japanese.
It's just
You know what?
Close
Just
enough.
take shots of me.
Danny says she wants to take shots of maple syrup later. That's fantastic.
Ew.
Canadian.
Yes. Cody, have you ever had a funny experience, maybe performing or maybe just something backstage or anything?
Not necessarily while I was performing, but I've had some pretty funny experiences while I was like trying to record on my phone at home. Like there was this one time I was recently over in Warman, Saskatchewan, which is like you guys were saying earlier, a hick town. Everybody knows everybody and
Oh, yeah.
everything they were doing.
And they're also all related to each other.
Yeah.
Nah, just kidding.
No, they're not all related to each other, but it's
Not yet.
No, but yeah, not exactly. No, but it's a really small town, and I was playing guitar, and on the recording that I have on my phone, it's like right as I start playing, my sister comes down the stairs and makes this huge freaking huge noise, and it's just like basically I walk away from the camera, pick up my guitar, and then I'm like, and that's my sister coming down the stairs really loud, and then I just walk back. I don't know. I've had funny experiences without guitar and recording though that are probably shouldn't share on the radio.
Maybe just make metaphors for them.
Okay. Well, I honestly I don't think they're gonna be too good to share on the radio.
Oh.
I really don't. Yeah, no.
That's what a lot of musicians on our show like say.
One time, here, let's go with this one. One time I put a really cold ice water on my girlfriend's back, and then, like, out of a water bottle that was fresh out of the freezer, and then she passed me she put the water bottle on the other side of her. I went to go grab the water bottle, like, 5 minutes later, thinking she'd forgot, and she gave me a welt on my back, like, exact same shape of her whole hand. Every single finger, every single little crevice in her hand.
Yeah.
So it was on my back. And it was about like a centimeter off my back. So.
Now, was your shirt on or off though?
Oh, it was off.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I figured. Just like through a sweater, through a white beater. Let me just get handy there for examples. Upon examples.
Yeah.
Yes. You're welcome, buddy.
Beautiful.
Yes. That's your gift before you leave.
Maybe we can talk about the funny things that happen in the studio.
In the studio, we've had a lot of moments that are just kind of ridiculous. Like, let's go with Johnny K and the duck faces. Always the duck faces.
Oh, look at Erin.
She's so rad. But
Oh God.
no, we've had some good experiences with Johnny and his infamous duck faces.
Yeah. I don't know if Johnny knows this, but there's actually a DJ called Johnny Infamous in Vancouver or something.
Oh well, I guess he's gonna have to change his name. Well, actually, no, he's the infamous Johnny K.
Yeah, so he's better.
He's more original.
Exactly.
Yes.
Stuff.
But
I know.
No,
I know what else is funny. So in the studio, we're all naked.
always it's tradition.
Yeah, I'm the only one here who actually put clothes on, and I feel really embarrassed.
You should be.
Yeah.
I don't approve.
Erin doesn't approve. Meanwhile, she's naked behind the camera, but you can't see it.
It's because on the radio you can listen to our voices, but you can't see us physically.
We can be anything you want us to be, really.
Yeah, we could be talking rhinoceroses, and you'll never know.
No, you're never gonna know.
Yes. So, Andy, what was your funniest experience in the studio?
You're fired.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Yes.
Trying
Was
to
Donald Trump here?
rally with trying to train new co-hosts is like sometimes pretty amusing.
Yeah.
Because sometimes their maturity level is like wacko.
Wacko.
Like someone might be like pretty mature, and someone might be like super mature, and then there's like this one guy. He's like, let's go fishing with Darth Vader or whatever. I don't know.
What?
You get the point, right?
Yeah. This is everything, Landon. You can
Yeah.
do whatever you want.
And I'm like mature, try to be.
You're borderline mature. You're
Yeah.
really like, what's my mood today? immature. All right, let's go with that.
Kind of.
And that kind of just pans out for some of the day, and then you change your mind.
Arguing with Chuck is pretty fun too.
Chuck's always good to argue with. I
Yeah.
always get a good laugh out of that.
Yeah. And he's pretty smart, so his arguments can cut pretty deep, but
Yeah.
you know, it's still fun.
Yeah. Sometimes you just go home and you curl up in the fetal position and cry, but it's all worth it in the end. You learn so much.
Yeah.
Yes. So Andy,
Mhm.
how was making the intro of this show?
How was it?
Yeah, how long did it take you? Let's unveil some secret information.
Well, our theme song was maybe the second or third track I made on Fruity Loops,
Okay.
which is the program, you know, the one that I gave you.
Oh, yeah,
I hope
yeah,
that's
yeah.
working out well.
You know what? It actually is. I'm
Is it?
really starting to get into
Awesome.
it. So yeah.
You can start, like, if you want to put a drum beat or something behind it too, you could do that too. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
You just cut it out after. If you
Oh, yeah.
You know.
That's wicked. I'm just definitely thinking about trying that. I was actually looking into that earlier today.
I wish I could stay and teach you more, because I think you have a lot of potential. And if I was a record signing guy, I would sign you up. But I can't right now. But we'll do our best here at the Generation Z show. And
Well,
the team, right?
we always try to hook people up with like special opportunities. For example, every Sunday the flea market that's coming up next week. We're probably gonna try and get Poor Richard's almond snacks. Sorry.
Yes.
And hopefully they'll come in, but I have to check with them. Who knows? So no guarantees.
Yes.
But next Sunday, flea market 10 to 2 for our little concert.
Mhm.
They're
What's the
always good.
question again that you asked me?
Favorite or funniest moment in the studio?
No, the one after that.
I don't remember that one.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Maybe our listeners know, but now I sound like a dum-dum.
So, yeah, no, I remember the question now. Okay, so how long did it take you to do the theme
Oh
song?
yeah, right.
Yeah,
I think it took maybe 3 hours,
3 hours?
but that was because I had no idea what I was doing. And like when Chris first heard it, he's like, "Oh, I know the kick drum. That's the Fruity Loops kick drum that you get like right away."
yeah,
And
yeah.
I just stuck with that one because I didn't even know how to use the sampler.
Oh. Well, it all works. It sounds good. I like it.
Yeah, like we're still holding the contest up for making a new theme song.
It's been going since we started, but it's still there.
It's still
happening.
there. I mean, a whole bunch. I think Chris said that he would make a new song, which he didn't. A friend of mine said that she would help me make a song, but we really haven't gotten around to do that. We're both gonna go to university, so
Yeah,
the
yeah.
time is a little bit tight. And things
Yeah.
don't line up, but whatever.
But like Andy was saying, the contest is still around. Just you can message us on Facebook or Gmail or anything really. We'll give the contact information out at the end of the show. But contact us, send us your MP3 file or WAV file. as
Wave
Andy
file
likes
would
it.
be preferable.
He
Or
likes
FLAC.
yes. But yeah, no. If you guys could send us a new theme that you guys think is awesome, we'll test a couple of them. We'll be like, oh, okay, we like it, and we'll use it, and then we'll also acknowledge the fact that you made it during the show.
Street creds.
Yeah, street
Yeah.
cred.
If you listen to my new remix of the theme and the advertising thing, the promo,
The promo, yeah.
did you like that?
I like that, yeah. But
Okay.
I'm not sure if that would be like the theme song, but I
Yeah,
like it as a promo.
I'm not like, okay. I don't really want to change it myself. I want like someone else to do it, because it's not all about me, right?
Yeah.
It's always all about me.
Maybe we could get poor almond snack to do something.
Maybe, who knows? I think you say party or Ono Yoko. One of the bands who used to be local. I think they're like super famous now, and they're like, oh, let's go play and whatever.
Yeah.
But they did a theme song for another show here in CIVL radio.
Are they called Yoko?
Ono Yoko?
Oh no, Yoko? Yeah.
that's a
They
band.
they play in like Japan. Is that the one you're thinking
No,
of?
they-
or-
They're from here.
No, but I'm just saying they like to play a lot in Japan.
I don't know.
Well, that's just information I know. Anyway,
Yeah, but they did a theme song. It was really cool.
we should try and get a band to do a theme song. That
Maybe.
should be the future of the Generation Z show.
Yeah.
There you go.
We want to get as many people involved on this, and this is not a pyramid scheme. because everybody wins.
We just win the most.
Exactly.
But it's like a rectangular pyramid scheme, you know, where there's like the bottom rectangular, that's everybody else, and then there's us just stacked on top with another rectangle.
That makes total sense.
No, trust me. I have to try it out.
Okay.
It'll be in the YouTube video, probably not. Yes. So, Andy, you
Yes.
are going to Waterloo.
We
I'm
talk
just-
about that like 5 million times now.
No, it's just not enough, man. You're going to the other side of the country. That's crazy.
Yes. Stop making such a big deal about it.
I just want to embarrass Andy.
Okay.
So, what are your post-secondary ideas so far, Cody?
University for sure. I'm still finishing up grade 10, so I still got a decent amount of time to go. But after I'm done high school, I'm definitely going to go to university, hoping to end up in UVic over on the island, maybe take some law, something like that. Just kind of get into the, I don't know. I don't really know what I want to be yet.
Yeah.
But I want to take some pretty good, useful courses there for sure.
Well,
Yeah.
try things out, see where you kind of want to go.
Yeah.
Go with it.
That's pretty much the plan.
Yeah.
My parents always talk about how I don't know what universities my friends are going to, or at least not all of them, and I'm like, there's really no point in asking what people are gonna do with their future, because nobody really knows, right? Like, maybe you want to be a doctor, but it's not like I will be a doctor.
We always use that as an example.
Well, it's
when we
like the
talk
most
about
common,
this.
like
It
occupation people want to get into. So I want to be a doctor. I'm gonna go to UBC. I'm gonna do it for 4 years. Do like kinesiology or something, and then I'm gonna go into medical school. I'm gonna get a degree in like surgery or whatever people like to do, and then become a surgeon. It's not like that. Sometimes people veer off into other directions, and life is short and long at the same time. Which I mean by it seems like it's like a super like life changes so quickly in a short amount of time. It seems like you're living a long time.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
I just find it crazy that some jobs you need like certain certificates, and then those certificates pretty much take up half the salary that you could be making like in that year. You know, for example, maybe you take heavy equipment and maybe you are struggling to find a job. Maybe, you know, a lot of employees are being laid off. Things like that, so it's just hard to find a job.
Do you know why these like certificates and things are important?
No, they're obviously important.
Yeah, but do you
Yeah.
know why?
Well, they prove that you've been tested and you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, I've been really thinking about whether or not going to university would be a good idea, especially at this time. Like, you're not gonna go into post-secondary, or at least not right away. You're just gonna work, figure out other things, right?
Yeah, that's
But-
kind of my route.
But the thing is, if you choose to learn something that you don't care about, you will eventually care about something. I mean, like, I suck at linear algebra, but I know that if people will force me to learn it, I will be good at it, and then I could do way more than just not being able to do it. If I wanted to stay like this, be a DJ or whatever, I'm only gonna be able to do one thing. I'll never veer off into another course because I'm forced to do it. I'll never be able to experience things that, first of all, I don't think is cool or fun, but if I'm forced into it, I will have the chance to do that, right?
Yeah.
I think it's great. I think it's great that you're gonna go into university, even though you don't really know what you're gonna do.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
And a lot of people are like that, but at the end of the day, maybe you won't be a lawyer or something, but say you got arrested or your friend got arrested, you'll always be able to know what's going on and help someone out, and that info in your head is valuable
Yeah,
in
definitely.
some way.
Yeah, it could definitely save someone's life if you know how to, you know, apply it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
We're having too much fun. Something.
Way too much
A
fun.
little bit too much.
Oh
fun.
my gosh, it's 8 minutes to the end of the show.
Should we play another show promo?
Actually, we're good on show promos, I think.
Alright, well.
Except you should listen to Johnny's show if we hear.
Okay,
this
well,
Wednesday.
You beat me to it, but I was just gonna say that, yeah.
12 to 3 or 4.
12 to 3 or 4, depending on, I don't know, what Johnny has planned. If
Yes.
Johnny doesn't show up, he'll be there the next week, I'm sure.
But you can listen to the Generation Z show next week and see how it is without me there.
You can. oh, thanks, Andy. But
I'm really excited to see. It's like, you know how I'm gonna leave, and my parents are like, oh, we're relinquishing all control of our son, except for financially, because they're like, oh yeah, if you need money, we're always here, and that's like that little chain on my neck, you know. I'm just kidding. But it's like being like relinquishing control, and this show is like my baby.
This is your baby?
Yeah, it's my baby.
It's your baby.
And I'm letting you take care of it now.
Alright.
CIVL has officially been adopted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I
the
don't
show, really. But,
One more song?
one more song, yeah? Do you want to do one more song there, Cody?
Yeah, sure.
I
Why
don't know.
not?
It's not a yes or a no, because
Oh,
if it's like maybe, we're not gonna force you to do it. But
Oh, it doesn't matter to me. I'm perfectly fine doing however many songs you want.
oh, okay.
Do you have another original you want to do?
I actually don't, because I didn't bring my songbook with all my lyrics written down in them. I write a lot of music, so
Yeah, no
I
worries.
got pretty mixed up. But there is a cover of a song called New Shoes by Paolo Nutini. Have you ever heard it?
never
Have you
heard
ever
that.
heard it?
Let's have this one over here.
You need a mic holder?
Woke up late one Tuesday. I'm looking tired and feeling quite sick. I felt like there was something missing in my day-to-day life. So I quickly opened the wardrobe, pulled out some jeans and a t-shirt that seems clean. Top it off with a pair of old shoes that were wrapped around the seams. And I thought these shoes just don't suit to me. Yeah, I put some new shoes on, suddenly everything's right. I said, hey, I put some new shoes on, everybody's smiling, yes. So inviting on, short on money for a long, long time. Slowly strolling stone to stone, they take me home. Walk until the break of dawn. Yeah, I put some new shoes on, suddenly everything's right. I said, hey, I put some new shoes on, everybody's smiling, so inviting on, short on money for a long, long time. Slowly strolling in the sweet sunshine, I'm running late, I don't need an excuse, 'cause I'm wearing my brand new shoes.
Alright. Thanks, Cody, for that. Let's do some contact information. You can contact us at facebook.com/GenZ.
This is the Gen Z Show.